Okay, vocal testing, vocal warm up. He. Ah. Okay, hopefully that works. Hi. It has certainly been a while. It has been a few months. We're not going to talk about it. We are simply not going to address it except for this. So there you have it. Oh, intro. Hello, welcome back to Rex's Art Exhibition, the show where we have Snapchat artists complete art based off of prompts using Snapchat, which is really hard to make art on. But you know what? They find a way, and if they can't find a way, they get eliminated. It's been a while. We're gonna review some art. This episode's theme was video games. Last episode, Hot and Cold, they were separated into two groups. This time, they're all back together, and we have an elimination and a winner to announce. So, there's some pretty good art to look at here, and we are going to kick things off. So, video games, Rex's Art Exhibition, Season 2. Let's get back into it. Okay, first off, we have my art. It is Danganronpa inspired. Danganronpa is a visual novel game that has to do with like high schoolers killing each other in a high school. And the little bear there, his name is Monokuma, and he's like the headmaster, and he's kind of the one forcing them to do it. Sounds awful, yes, but it's very good, okay? Got Despair, it's kind of like Got Milk. Anyway, enough about my art. Let's get into what you're actually here for, which is other people's art. This camera. Alrighty, the winner of this challenge is Starla. I honestly don't know how you managed to make this on Snapchat with your finger. It's beyond me. The detail is absolutely fantastic. I don't understand how you got that fine of lines. This probably took you hours to do, which I commend. I do not have that kind of patience. Clearly you do, and it paid off. It's very clean. There's multiple details and elements and characters in it, and they're all fully realized. The space is used appropriately. It's honestly 10 out of 10. Congratulations! You are the winner of this week's challenge, and it was long awaited, one might say, because it's been a while. Yeah, congrats. In second place, we have Jelly Bean. I love this. It's very simple, which kind of fits the subject of the art that you were going for. I think the black background was a smart idea. I think that if you tried to make the background a little bit too detailed, it would end up looking really chaotic. I do think that if you added like some little stars or sparkles to the black background, I think that would have kind of helped fill the empty space, because it does feel a little empty, but I mean, it's very nice. It's very simple, and it's honestly a really good take on the prompt of video games, because it's from Adventure Time, which, there you go. A great reference, creative reference, and I think it is amazing. So good job on second place. In third place, we have Lavender Walrus. I love this. I don't know how you managed to do like three-dimensional art so well on Snapchat with your hand. I think out of all of the art that we have to see today, you had the best like values and shading out of anybody. Extremely good detail. And the background and the clouds do kind of seem to be a little bit of an afterthought, but honestly, I think they complement the piece very well. So there you go. Third place. Congratulations. In fourth place, we have Venus. I think this is very good. I love the colors. I think that the green and the orange complement each other really nicely. I think that you did an amazing job writing out Animal Crossing because Snapchat doesn't let you like zoom in to try and make your details more refined. You basically are working with what you have, and I think that the way that you managed to write Animal Crossing looks very clean, very nice. Stitches from Animal Crossing, love him. I actually got a Switch like a couple months ago, and I've just recently started Animal Crossing, and we love to see it. It does kind of feel like something is missing. I think it's just because the background is plain white, but similar to how Jelly Bean had BMO on their Adventure Time art, I think that there wasn't really much that you could do, but I do think that something just feels a little missing. Honestly, a really good job, really good effort, and congratulations on 4th place. In 5th place, we have Rubber Ducky. A very clean piece of art. Another Mario reference. I love Toad. Extremely good detail on Toad. I think the shading, like, around his neck, under, like, his body is extremely good. This is another one where I do think that the background was an afterthought. I think it's good. Toad himself, like, the actual subject of the art, that is, like, 100%. I love it. But as a whole, like, with the background on it, I do think that it doesn't look as cohesive as it could. But simple, very nice, and 5th place. Congratulations. In 6th place, we have Catastrophe. I cackled when I saw that this was a Fortnite reference. I think that it's very clean and that the message was conveyed of what you were trying to show. Miss Ma'am, I gotta take points off for using text. Number 1, Battle Royale, we love to see it, but this was not a number 1 Battle Royale for me. I do think that it's nice, but just gotta knock some points off for using that text feature. So, I'm sorry. But 6th place, good job. In 7th place, and second to last to being eliminated, we have Bob Ross. I know what you're thinking.
Rex, how are you putting this in second to last? There's just so much detail and so much effort put into it. Like, how can you possibly do this to this competitor?
I agree. There is a lot of detail and a lot of effort that is very apparent. But to me, it just seems a bit muddy, a bit messy. You can put as much detail as you want into an art piece, but if it doesn't look detailed, then there's not really any point. Is that mean? But there's not really, like, it doesn't look cohesive. It's extremely good. It looks amazing, and I could easily tell what it is. I think that you shot big, and you might have bitten off a little bit more than you could chew, but the effort and just the detail in general and the idea, 10 out of 10. I love to see it. It's just a bit muddy, is all. But not eliminated, just, yeah. And in 8th place, and eliminated from Rex's Art Exhibition Season 2, we have Jeffrey. The idea was successfully conveyed. I do like that you have a more of a setting perspective. You have the couch in there, and you have the actual console that they're playing on. The idea was great. It just, the execution was a bit haphazard. And I do know that, like, everyone has their own style and everything, and I love your style. I think that in episode 1, when you had the Northern Lights, I think that was, like, amazingly done, and I loved your perspective on it. And I think that episode 2, for your cold prompt, I think that your little rats with the trees and the snow, and they're all, like, bundled up, people would not go outright and say,
oh, this is, like, a very clean piece.
well, that's because it's not meant to be clean, because your style isn't meant to be clean. It's just, I understand that, what your style is, and I love it, but I think that this is just a bit haphazard and a bit messy. I do love it, and I do love your other pieces, but this one, just stacked against the others, is going to be the one that is gonna have you be eliminated. I'm sorry. It just feels like a step away, you know? And I want steps forward. But thank you for competing. Thank you, Jeffrey. And I love you dearly, and thank you. So yeah, there you have it. There is the art for the episode. Jeffrey was the one who took 8th place and is eliminated from Rex's Art Exhibition Season 2. And now it is time to reveal their identity. So, the artist behind Jeffrey is Katie. Katie Peters. Thank you for competing, and here is her goodbye message.
Dang, I sure do suck at Snapchat art. This is my goodbye, because you guys don't like me.
All right. Thank you, Katie, for participating. I loved your art. Don't worry. It's just, This wasn't your week. I apologize. There is all of our art. Thank you to everyone submitting art. Thank you to you for watching, and I really appreciate it. And if you're watching this still after all these months on a hiatus, thank you. I appreciate you, and I thank you. Next episode, our artists are going to be trying their hand at the prompt of memes. So I think that one will be pretty fun. Stay tuned, and thank you for watching, and stay artsy, my people. So, bye.
Goodbye.